Super C, they should have called it Contra 2, but this was around when the Iran-Contra affair was happening, and so they called it Super C instead. Super C is... I like the mechanics of it actually a lot better than the first Contra. Like, notice like how much faster my bullets are moving, and I haven't even collected R yet.
All the controls are a lot tighter.
Yeah, the controls are a lot tighter, movement is faster. They fixed the machine gun. You can actually have 8 shots on the screen at once with the machine gun, making it a pretty legit gun.
Also, this game is not to be confused with the arcade Super Contra.
Yeah.
This is Super C. Super Contra is a very different game.
Look, this is quarterback, but it's still different.
Yeah, it misses a lot of, I don't know if it has different levels or different bosses or something. I don't really remember.
I mean, it's the same levels, but they're mixed.
Did you start the timer?
Yeah.
So what I'll say about Super C is all of the strategies that we use have a certain timing to them. So you need to be at a certain position at a certain time, and if not, like the entire sequence of the level can get screwed up. So you saw me like pause for a long time because I need to like resequence myself to be able to get back into position. If you get out of position, like, you will pay the price. And I missed some chances to commentate on some other things, but that's how it goes.
So the fire weapon in this is actually really legit.
Yeah, you can charge it up, which makes it stronger. And there's actually something interesting about the spread in the game. It actually increases the health of all of the enemies or all the bosses in the game. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, they wanted to like try and balance out the spread to keep it from being like ridiculously broken like it was in Contra. And so they increase the health of it. Like the health of enemies increases when you have spread. It's really an interesting... I like that mechanic. It makes it really interesting to do. Because of that, like, since fire doesn't increase the health of enemies and you can charge up the shot, like, an improvement to this run would be to use fire for pretty much everywhere until you get to Area 7. But it's really hard.
Yeah, especially Stage 4.
The Bubble Factory.
Exactly,
bubbles.
the Bubble Factory. Dude, if there's 2 things they'll destroy in an NES game, it's bubbles and birds.
Yeah, bubbles and
bees.
birds.
Alright, so we have an $11 donation from Quentin Garneron. We thank you for this Awesome Games Done Quick edition and the French restream of it. Good going to all of you and the organization commitment to bring cancer down. I like my donation go towards renaming Kina as Miss MV. Ligamore. Thank you, Quentin. Yeah, right now it's worth mentioning. Big shout out to Mr. MV for his restream on millennium.org with French commentary. It's brought a large new audience to us that we normally wouldn't have. It makes the event even more international, and he also composed the music for our promo video. If you want to check him out, his website is xavierdang.com. We have $90 from Graham Grachowski, $90 for Shirtless Contra, based MisterK.
Ain't gonna happen.
We have $3 from Andre Daniel Tanase. I know it's not much, but I think every little donation counts. Very true, Andre. Enjoy the stream very much.
Kill 6 enemies, 10 more spawn.
Yeah, it's actually beneficial to pause sometimes to deal with the amount of spawns. Like, it can actually lag. It's a pretty well-programmed game. It doesn't lag very much, except there, because there's just a ridiculous amount of spawns. A few fun facts about this. What they did for bosses is that bosses are on the screen for a considerable amount of time before they become vulnerable. So in the boss coming up here, he can actually take damage like as soon as the core rises to the center of the screen, even before the little turrets surrounding him spawn. Super jump. So you want to stand like right about here, and then you can just mash it. You can pause a little bit. I like to pause before I kill that turret.
Nice.
Coming up here is a terrible... This thing screws me up all the time. There's bubbles in the next stage, and they can either drop like halfway, and you can walk past them, or they can come straight down and kill you. So the timing's a bit tricky, and I don't have it right yet, so I just hope and pray. Oh jeez, I did not want that. Or you can just cheese it out. The bubbles actually stop coming after a little while, like that. You would never see that happen in a speedrun.
Okay. We have $50 from Fabian Gavan. Hey guys, it's Asianid. This donation is for renaming Miss Kina Miss MV. We have $2 from Aaron Howarth. Pink bandana thing for the win.
Is that duct tape?
Yes, it's Hello Kitty duct tape.
It's gonna hurt real bad.
That is manly. That's everything.
The pain just makes it all the more manly. We have $200 from Carodius, topping off my donation budget. It's been a great show. Put this on Poxnor for Zidane, because it wouldn't be the same without his name and somebody, and I don't think he's doing it alone this year.
That guy cheats. He shoots before his hitbox is there.
Oh. I thought you were about to say Poxnor cheats, so...
Yeah.
Well, with the amount of money, he has to cheat somehow.
Yeah, he does cheat. No one else is Poxnor. That's not fair.
No one has the pox snowing.
$10 from Mark Nugadov. My last $10 to the manliest runs this year. Watching this at work really cheers up my day. Thank you for all the amazing runs so far. And good luck to Mr. K.
Thank you very much. I will need it.
You got it.
Alright, we have $10 from Daniel Vickel, better known as Moo. Moo
Hey,
here. Sad I'm not able to be with all of you watching the Contra with the K. I'll be cheering on you from over here. Stay cool. Spot.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been working on Cool Spot, a speedrun Cool Spot, so... This boss is going to be fun. You get to mash a lot, and if I do it right, it looks impressive. More impressive than it is, but it's fun.
Wow.
Nice.
That was really good. In the next stage, I'm going to be using a trick, I guess we'll call it cliff catching. So normally you have to be pretty high to be able to catch on the slope, but if you're going in the same direction as the slope, you can catch and get on there sooner than you, at a lower height than you normally would be able to. So we use it to shave off a few seconds. Also, a really dumb mechanic in Super C. So, the R weapon lets you shoot faster. If you pick up a spread in Super C, you lose your R if you already have one. So it sucks. That's not true in Contra though. So it's a really interesting mechanic. As long as you kill that turret there, you can pretty much don't have to worry about lag on these guys.
Do you want to talk about what happens in two-player?
Yeah. Let me do one thing really fast. This boss right here is vulnerable when the third skull drops.
Nice.
It's pretty sad.
Isn't there something weird with him? Like if you shoot him early, his health goes up.
No, nothing like that.
No, that was a myth that Heidman.
Yeah, that was a myth.
All right.
So
Curse you,
in
Heidman.
talking about two-player Contra runs, it's actually beneficial in two-player Contra speedruns, Contra, Super C, and Contra 3 to kill the other player off. And we do that a lot in that stage. It's a good place to do it. Coming up here are the mouse. The strategy on these guys is to mash and pray. So I got some really bad luck there, so I have a backup strat. In this section here, you can actually walk past this like minefield of spawns and not even shoot. And so the backup strat is I shipped over to the left so that I was able to hit the pod that had spread. And so I was able to still walk through that field. If you shoot one of the spawns, it breaks the rhythm, and then it just gets crazy.
It's a really good strat.
Yeah, I figured like something bad would happen there. It's like totally random where the mouse spawn, and they can just spawn right on top of you and kill you.
Do you know how common it is?
I don't, but yeah. Also, new positioning here. This lets me like point blank the boss. He's not vulnerable until now. And he's dead.
Very nice.
Very nice. Alright. So, we do have some donation wars for some upcoming games. For Castlevania 3, for the character that Josh plays, we have $0 in Trevor, $326 in Sypha, $40.55 on Grant, and 99 cents in Alucard.
Also, donate for Grant. Just saying.
Do what the man says. He is the Contra Conference.
Is it the Japanese version of the Castlevania 3?
No, it'd
No.
be done. Sypha would be done in the American version of Castlevania 3.
Sypha in the American version still has some really, really neat skips.
Yeah, Josh says it's his favorite run.
Yeah, it's a really cool route.
I don't remember the differences for Cypher.
Sypha can basically one-hit KO everything in the Japanese version because they forgot how to program hitboxes.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
About that death I took earlier, that one pillar can like spawn like high or low, depending. He spawned low, which you don't want, and I reacted poorly, so that's why I died. These guys can spawn about every they can do a spawn about every 3 seconds. Over here, you want to position yourself so that the boulder's kind of touching the seat of your pants, and then I can get 2 of the spread shots to hit the skull at the top. It kills him reasonably fast.
Very nice.
Even though I didn't have RR trade. You go a few more donations.
okay, well, actually, upcoming is Final Fantasy IX Part 1. So I'm going to go over the characters a bit. We have, for Amaranth, we have $1,046 for Meat Boy, $115.50 for Poxnor, $115 for S. Vegeta, $66.17 for Batman, $20 for Shaka, and $6 for Frisky. For Dagger, we have $1,337 for T-Fry, $400 for Marina, $115.50 for Poxnor.
Nice.
Yeah, let's
You can check the tracker for the rest of the names.
catch is critical
Wow.
there.
That was a really difficult section.
There's a visual cue for it.
Alright,
Yeah,
never
Ledge
mind.
Catch
It wasn't that
is
difficult. This level's really tough to do optimally.
You want fire here for reasons that you'll see. Also, fire! You want fire for the last boss because his health scales with spread, and if I get it right, you'll be able to see me like totally cheese out the last boss. It's amazing. The ceiling's going to come down here to make the jumps a bit tricky. The last jump in particular, you can do it, but like your jumping has to be like really precise. Like right here, I could have done it, but it's really precise, and I don't want to die because I'm, you know, like that. Hopefully there's one more. Ooh, this is interesting. Yes, alright.
Oh, got it. Oh,
Oh, wow. Alright, so...
Missed
darn.
it. I was trying to keep him alive. There's another, you saw the glitch I did in the first Contra. You can do the same thing where it's like it swaps the pallets if you get a spawn there. You want to send like right about here for this part, and then you jump onto the claw there, and then you start cheesing him out.
Nice.
Nice. Alright, be ready on timer.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
time.
was time. It was like 14:25. 14.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
And just
Yeah,
to give
those
you
are-
yeah,
a
pretty
frame
good.
of reference, that's 5 seconds faster than Hyman's no weapons run.
Yeah, shout outs
How
to
great that guy is.
Shout outs to Heidman. his his run low percent. That means not picking up any items. He did like 25,000 attempts, or it was nuts. Like Contra is like a really complex game. It's tough to see like the optimizations, and so the best way to see it is to see like what happens if you're like a little bit late. It takes like a lot of attempts to be able to get a good Contra or Super C run. There's just lots of little subtleties about it. If you ever do want to learn Contra, go to Speed Demo's archive and check out the forum, and you can totally post in the thread or PM either myself or Herblad or Heidman. We'll totally help you out.